Hello, we're back again to continue our playthrough of Age of Decadence with our Dracula build, Vlad the Impaler. And in this episode, I think I'm going to take a break from the fighting, and I want to concentrate on knocking out the main storyline quest for Mataran, which involves the quest, the conspiracy, and there are 3 parts to it. I have to persuade each of these 3 individuals to conspire to have the current leader killed or removed some kind of way and replace it with a patsy on the throne, the current leader's nephew, that can be controlled. And so first I will have to talk. So I'm at the fort. I'm going to talk to the goddess Pavola. Then I will go talk to the 2 noble people in the palace district. I don't know if I even discovered that area yet. It's no problem. I'll run to it when the time is right. I'm at the fort, and to do this quest, I want to run down the skills that are needed. Basically, an etiquette of 5 is needed, so I've got these points saved up. Persuasion of 5 is needed, a streetwise of 4, which we have, and a trading of 5, which we need 2 more points, and there we have it. So here we go. We will go into the fort and we'll talk to the goddess. I won't read every word. And he already rejected the offer from Strabos, but I'm here to persuade him, and I will. And the first persuade will work. Basically, I'm talking about Commander Carinus, who we had assassinated in Tehran, and even though it was a success, I still have to persuade him some more. No, I do not have the charisma. I will not take option number 2. I will take option number 1 because we have the persuasion and the trading checks to beat, and here we are. We have his support. And here I'll have to let's see. I can get close. This is where the another lore master in Mataran is. We won't visit him just yet. Maybe soon. Okay, we're going to the palace district. And there's a man trying to rip you off and tells you that you basically need a badge in order to see the current ruler, and I'm just going to leave because I know you really don't need a badge. All I'll do is lose Imperials if I do that. So I will go visit. Okay, that's the bathhouse. If you actually have a little bit more, like maybe 1 more point into sneak, you can go in there and pick a few locks. Okay, I'm here on behalf of Master Strabos. I'm allowed in. But anyway, here we are. We're going to talk to him. We'll actually fail some checks, but with the skills that I have, I'll be able to get around them and find other checks and still get his support. Of course, we'll pass with this. We're going to fail on the charisma check here. The etiquette and the streetwise, I apologize again. Should pass, and we could take option 1. Basically, would like to get him on being part of the ruling triumvirate, so to speak. So there we go. We have a success. We can leave, and we have 1 more, which is Lady Lorenza. Lady Lorenza is going to make us rich too. She just doesn't know it yet, at least on this playthrough. And here she is. We'll greet her, and she's very cold if you read the dialogue, which I'm not going to do because, like I said, I like to condense it. And these videos are long enough, actually. And there, like I mentioned before, there was a lore success to continue the conversation. Which I'm going to pass with just having a lore of 4. and I will tell her I work for the guild, and I'll take option 1. Really want her support, so I will sort of a little bit of backstabbing on the conversation, but not much. It's not going to get me thrown out. Basically, I'm saying I want to make a name for myself, but are you in or out? And she still hasn't given her support. I will fail on this option. If I mess up the conversation with her too bad, I may not be able to get the option to get her in on the conspiracy again. So basically, I will let her buy me off. What will I be getting out of this? Option 2 right here. Anything you want, help me get what I want and see yourself rewarded. Do I have your word? You have my word. And I will get a word of honor, and I will lose a little bit of loyalty, but so what? Vlad the Impaler, he's not going to need too much loyalty. We'll go back and report our success. We let Strabos know that the deed is done. Got them all. And we got a nice little bump, 18. If we didn't have that nice level 8 of our intelligence, we would only be getting 15 skill points. Here we have 8. Like I said, the smart play is to play a smart character when you build a character. I don't know that I would ever want to make any character, no matter what, with an intelligence less than 8, but it can be done. I made an axe-wielding tank during my first playthrough like a year ago. And then I left the game alone for a long time and got back into it. Anyway, let's keep moving. We have bigger problems. The Boatmen, the assassins, they work for Lord Galius. They heard about me. Well, they heard about Strabos, and he sort of ratted me out to them, and this guy kind of gives me an ass chewing, and I'll go ahead and I'll meet with the assassins, and I'm going to have some help. I'm going to convince Legatus Pavola to throw me some help, and we'll actually get a little bit of fighting done in this main quest line. But in order to, let's see, what will we call this? Okay, this is a game of cat and mouse. And so he set up a meet between me and this Hamza, and there's not going to be any dialogue. It's going to be a fight. And I will die. If I go to this meeting, I will definitely die. And by getting some help, it'll be nothing. So, but in order to get Pavola to lend me some men to go to this meeting with the assassins, I need a persuasion level of 6, and that's all I'm going to need for the rest of this game. It's the same as etiquette. I won't be putting very much more people skills. I will need a streetwise of 4, and I'll get that when I get the reward for this quest. And so now that we have a persuasion of 6, let's go get some help. Round up a gang to go meet Hamza and kill him. And he's the second-hand leader of the assassins, this Hamza. Check again. Yes, persuasion of 6. I'm basically going to tell him we have a problem with the Boatmen, the Assassin's Guild, and he's going to say, no, you have a problem. And I need to persuade him. Here we go. 1 time, 2 times, and an extra point, and so I can go meet him, and I will have about 4 or 5 guys with shields. There'll be nothing to it. Let's see, I don't have to repair anything. Got poison on the spear. I'm not going to take the lead on this fight, but I will play a role. And so we'll go to Strabos. We'll get the deed done. about the assassins? Are we ready to deal? Yes. There we go. Try not to get killed. That's not going to be hard. I will step forward 1 square when it's my turn anyways, so that Hamza, and I'll stop my turn, Hamza will put the net on me, but all of these fellas will jump ahead and they're going to surround him, and he's pretty tough. All 3 of these assassins are pretty tough. Okay, and because he threw a net, I don't have too many moves, but I'll go here, and I'll stop. He's doing a whirlwind strike on these guards. Might lose a guard or 2, but we'll win. Okay, let's see what we can do to Hamza. Oh, he's practically dead. Good, he's down. That's what we want. Okay, seeing as how we have 3 on this guy, I'll try to help this one. Okay, right now, I'm thinking none of these guards are going to die. Since I'm right here, I'll go ahead and try to take him out. Okay, forget it. Well, I took him out with poison. Not getting a whole lot of licks in on him. He's got very good dodge, or I got some bad rolls. But this fight is essentially, it's already over. Okay, that doesn't matter because the boatmen are almost out of the picture altogether. By the 3rd act, they're basically eradicated. And before I leave, yeah, I'll loot everything. And they have a few pieces of reinforced armor, which is really good for me. Well, 1 piece. Let's leave, report, complete this quest. Youre Alive, proclaimed Strabos. What of Hamza? Okay, and nice. Got another 18 points. We're good. So I'll rest of the morning. And he basically says that the leader, Gallius, is now deceased. It was flawless. Lord Gallius died in his sleep. It's a royal no expense spared treatment. He could have died convulsing on the floor, choking on his own tongue, but it would have been disrespectful to the lords of the city. Before the city could be woken up, Serenus was crowned and proclaimed to be the true heir and the next lord of House Aurelian. Pavola vowed to keep the city safe. Remember, that's the Imperial Guard, which has sent the right message to anyone who had different ideas. Okay, so Now I have to go convince Serenus to give Strabos a share of power in running the city. That'll be everything. I will be able to go on to Ganazar if I choose to at this time, which I don't think I will. But first, gotta check the skills. Okay, our quest is the politics. That's our last quest, pretty much. Lord Serenus isn't eager to fulfill his promises. Surely there's something you can do to set him straight. Basically, I need to persuade him to give Strabos some power. That's pretty much it, and I will need basically, I have most of the skills I need. I have an etiquette of 5, which is enough. Persuasion of 6 is enough, but the streetwise is 4. Basically, to finish the Commerceum quest with a charisma of 4 anyways in Act 2, working for the Commerceum, it takes etiquette 5, persuasion 6, streetwide 5, and trading 5, which we have. So I will go ahead and do this, and this will allow me to complete that quest, but I must be careful because I can still fail this dialogue. I have to pick the right options. I've done the conversation a few times, the previous run through with previous character, so I'll be able to show how this is done. I think right now would be a good time to go ahead and save the game in case I accidentally do mess up the conversation. I can reload and do it again. Yeah, he gives some mealy-mouthed thanks for the support when Strabos has done a lot to put him on the throne, and so I need to persuade him. Option 1 will work here to keep going. He wants to run the city, and he's like, what? You know, to run the city, everybody wants to run the city, and I can still stay with option 1. Of course, charisma, no, it'll fail, and if it fails, may not get another chance. Don't exactly remember. Like I say, some conversations, if you fail them, even if you go up your skills where you could have passed the first time, you'll never get another chance, but I'm not sure which they are. I say I'm not the biggest expert at this game, but I've got some experience with it. We'll go with option 1. Now, we're going to be given 4 options here. It'll be the last one. Because Strabos is not royalty, he will not be accepted. And so I will say, an excellent point, my lord. While Master Strabos is uniquely qualified, he does lack a certain perspective. But that's easy to fix. He speaks highly of Lady Lorenza, and he would welcome an opportunity to work under her tutelage. Which I don't think he would exactly like that, but we'll pick that. And he will agree, and I'll get a point. Right here, looking at the quest, it would say Lorenza should be grateful, so we're going to go get rich. There's several rewards we can get from Lady Lorenza. There's a really good artifact, the green jar. It would be like an old trinket, but you would really need to be in with the wrong house. You would need to be in with the Thieves Guild, or so overpowered that you could go directly and fight the Thieves Guild to use this artifact. Which I've said enough, it might sound confusing, so I'll just let her know I kept my word. I want my reward. And what's strange is I told Lord Serenus that Strabos would like to work with Lady Lorenza. He really wouldn't care for it, but so I'm going to kind of lie to her and tell her for talking Serenus into giving you the job, you and Senna put so much pressure on the poor bastard that he gave it to Strabos just for the asking. Lucky for you, I made you part of the deal. And she'll be grateful enough, and I'll take the 10,000 Imperials. No more money problems, because I'm going to have some artifacts that I have to buy from a guy, and this will be in the next video. We're going to wrap this video up right here. Let's go turn this in. Strabos, he will be delighted. I will let him know that he's going to be sharing power with Lady Lorenza. He didn't really want it, but he will be adequately satisfied. I talked to Serenus. Serenus, okay, get to the point. What does he offer us? Serenus, nothing. Lady Lorenza is holding the strings now, but I convinced her to share her power with you, Magistratus. I put emphasis on that because he was not Magistratus before, and he is now. He's like, you mean a puppet? No matter, I'm not a helpless lording. They'll soon find out my strings are hard to pull. And he's satisfied with you. Now he wants me to go to Ganazar, which we're not going to do for a good while, but we will eventually. So I got 24 skill points. I got more rep. I got more gold. I'm doing good. And I'm getting some civil skill points. So this was a pretty good wrap. Okay, and I'm going to ask about the next quest. I'll be working supposedly with a man named Anastasius, I think. Athanasius. Okay, and we'll talk, and that's that. And I'm satisfied for now with the way things are. We'll end this video, and we'll be back for another installment soon. Thank you for watching if you watched. Dark Rambler, out.